Oh, hi. Well, didn't quite make it home in time. But man, we are close. We are close. We are, I am on 93 right now. Basically, from Rochester, where I was last night, Fairport to be exact. You take 90 all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Once you get into Boston, you pop on to 93 North for just a little bit of time. You hop on to the Tobin Bridge, which we're getting on now, and scoot your way over to Chelsea. Almost made it in time. There was an accident. There was an accident in like the in the Worcester area, and we sat in traffic for a very, very painful 25 minutes. Which really that was the buffer. We had about 15-20 minutes of buffer time. Not a lot. And we missed it. But as they say, the show must go on. But more importantly, I mean, this is what, 533? And when we do gatherings, and I know, right, when we do our weekend gatherings these days, we have different start times depending on when the show starts, right? But man, when it's just me and you guys on Tuesday, we start at 7. You know what I'm saying? 2 things you aren't late for: church and fishing. Church and fishing. Name that book or movie. Yep. Anyways, that's my commitment to you all, at least. It's really not about you guys, though. It's about me. It's my commitment to me. I'm proud of what we've done on this series so far. And, man, I can't tell you how grateful I am for all of you guys showing up when you show up all the time. So, anyways, I think you saw we did a little post asking a couple questions, as we knew that I would be not quite home yet. Actually, when we did that post, it was actually a lot dicier. I was gonna be probably getting back at like 7:25, but as it stands, I just got off the exit on the Tobin Bridge. That's my beautiful daughter Willa in the back, hanging with Allie. She is she is such a trooper. She's been such a trooper on this trip. And this is the end of a 6-hour van ride, and she has been a little angel the whole time. It's a true story. It's really amazing. I kind of can't believe how lucky I am to have a daughter that likes traveling. Mostly likes traveling. She gets a little cranky before she goes to bed every night, as a matter of fact, as most of us sometimes do. I am at a light at the end of my the off-ramp from the Tobin Bridge. I'm going to multitask at this light. Put on a boot. Here we go. Moving forward. In the wrong gear. But we're close. Once you're at the Tobin Bridge, you're basically at my house, or my apartment at least. our apartment. The plan is to screech into the street. There usually will not be parking right in front of our place, but we're gonna get crazy and just put the hazards on for a little while. I'm gonna hop out with you and this camera. I'm gonna look quickly in the back for my tripod, and we're gonna walk up the stairs. You're gonna be with me the first time I see Home Sweet Home in about 9 days. Here we go. Turning into my street now. Letting these ladies go ahead of me. Not sure they were ladies. All right. Yes. And here we are. Hazards. Boot number 2. Jacket. And this is game on. Here we go. You still there? Sorry, I lost you. Okay, here we go. Babes, you good? All right. Allie and the baby are good. I got my keys. Now I've got my keys. Okay. My city. Chelsea, Massachusetts. Oh man. And I may have, there's a chance that I left my tripod in the club last night. Because obviously that's something I would do. Because it is not in sight right now. All right, well, we'll have to get creative. Maybe I'll get this thing. Here we go. Into the house. It'll be weird. Not gonna lie. Getting to experience my coming home with all of you. Oh. Propping the door for the girls. Here we go. It's my hallway. Aw, somebody just said, please take care of family first. That is very sweet of you. I chatted with Allie and Willa. We have a plan. All the doors, very soon, will be unlocked. They just scooch up, leave everything in the van, and I'll get it after the gathering ends. That's our plan. Here we go. Whew. All right. Home. Oh. Hi. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do here. Look at us, figuring it out. Well, sort of. Sort of. All right. Whew. Okay. Okay, here's the one exception. You're gonna wait. Can you wait? will be back. Okay, I'm back. I think you all stuck around, is what I think. I don't know, is that a first? Is that my first, is that the first time I've peed on a gathering? It could be. Oh. What are the odds it's in tune? It's not even in tune, and I've tuned it before the gathering starts. There we go. Let's see. Ah! It sounded worse. So, first question that Robin shared with me was, if I could open up for any artist, who would it be? And for this particular answer, I have, well, I'm not sure what my answer would be. There's one answer that I go to quickly, which is Bruce Springsteen. I think that would be it. Although, you know, I would love to open up for Bruce, but you know, I've been to one of his concerts with the E Street Band, and it is crazy, right? There's 60,000 people there, everybody's going crazy, and the E Street Band just rocks, and they play for 17 hours straight. I'm not sure that would be a great actual opportunity for me to open up. I think they would be ready for the damn E Street Band to get on the on the stage. But maybe if he was doing like an acoustic show or something like that, and I came out and played a handful of songs before he started. But anyways, just the idea of getting to share stage with Bruce. That's my answer. That's my answer. But I have an Allie answer to this question. I asked her in the van, and she said without hesitation, Brandi Carlile. Brandi Carlile. That's her girl these days. And I love Brandi. We're, you know, as a couple, as a family, we're listening to a lot of her music. And so I wouldn't mind that either. It's really funny. You know, people always say, right? People always say, you know what, Adam? You should open up for insert name, right? And I agree with almost everything that comes after that first part of the sentence, which is you should open up for ... right? It is actually incredibly hard to figure out, to get to open up for bigger artists. It's a really difficult thing. It's one of the reasons why to me, it's so important to value and give opportunities to other artists who open up for us. And when they open up for us, to make sure that we're connecting with them and that our fans know that the artist that's playing with us is special. You know, that's one of the reasons why for the artists that come and support the Ramble, I want to help them. I want to help expose them to our community, and so we bring them out for shows. It's one of the joys. It's one of the joys. In fact, this Friday we have an awesome opener I should tell you about. That's going to be the next show that we play, and it's going to be right here in Boston. It's going to be at a place called the City Winery, and there are actually still tickets left, which is awesome for you last minute planners. Usually, when we're playing there, it would be sold out by now. But I think, probably because of holidays and because of crazy COVIDness, it's not, which means any of you who want to come to Boston, you're welcome to. But we do a lot of touring with a band called Enter the Haggis, and one of the guys in the band is named Brian Buchanan, and he and his wife are part of a duo called House of Hamel. Awesome, 2 fiddles, Celtic inspired, great songwriting, great spirit, great energy. House of Hamel is going to be opening up for us this Friday. It's going to be super fun. So that will be exciting. Well, I have my guitar. How about we play something? We all have pictures of the one that haunts our dreams. Paint our painting colors bright. Solitude lies down below, then love is in between. Yeah. Let me find this space tonight. You can find me walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all we see caught in this cloud tonight. Yeah, at this point there's nothing much for us to do, yeah, except you paint me and I'll paint you. We all have visions now of who we're supposed to be. Paint our painting colors bright. Reality's a mess and love lies somewhere in between. Let me find this space tonight. You can find us walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just about all we see, caught in this cloud of night. Well, I dance around the fire of my changing point of view. You paint me and I'll paint you. We all have fantasies of living life in peace. Well, I paint, yeah, we paint in colors bright. World set the times until we love so loud it screams. let us find this space tonight. Sick of us walking on this dusty road, this dusty road, this dusty road, till the dust is just out on the way. See what in this cloud night, yeah. And shades so bright, our leaders need to change their attitudes. You paint me and I paint you. All right. All right. You know what this gathering needs? A beer. That's right. Don't go anywhere. Nine days on the road with my amazing wife and my beautiful daughter, and it's nice to be home. Cheers. Cheers. We've had some good hangs too, for those of you who have been staying connected. Right, last Tuesday, well, first of all, probably the trip started on Sunday. We were broadcasting from Burlington, Vermont, the higher ground. That was a great night. On Tuesday, we gathered from Brunswick, Nebraska, in the middle of a field. On Saturday, from Champaign, Illinois, with my mama and my sister. And for those of you that follow us on Instagram, and by the way, if you don't follow us on Instagram, I would love it if you felt like popping in and click and follow on our page there. We are able to do some things on Instagram that we aren't able to do here on Facebook, and I just it would be nice. It'd be really nice to have you all be able to join us and gather there. Last night we gathered. We didn't really gather. It wasn't an official gathering, but we certainly hung out. We went live. I did a pop-up show last minute in Fairport, New York. And man, it was a really fun night. It was great to be there with some of our fans from the Rochester area. And it was nice to be able to include you all online a little bit. I don't know, actually, I have no idea how it sounded and how the video came across. I have been cruising since then. Literally got back from the show, went to sleep, woke up, hit the road, driving to Boston. So anyways, it was a good day on the road. Will was amazing in the van, and last night was really fun. Now, I'm not sure yet if Instagram show, if the live stream we did on Instagram posted after the fact. I haven't even looked on my Instagram app since last night. It's been that crazy. But it's been a fun run. I want to thank you for a couple things, and then I want to make an announcement, actually. I want to thank you all. Number one, I want to thank you all for listening to our new song, High Desert Woman. That having Jerry Douglas play on that song with us is one of the biggest honors of my career as a musician. And I love the way that song came out. I love that y'all have been spinning it. We have over 20,000 streams on Spotify and counting. And I love that y'all continue to stream it and share it. It just means so much to me, because honestly, these days, people streaming and sharing our music, that's how other folks find out about us. That's how it happens. It's the only way. We ain't on the radio, that's for sure. We ain't going on tour with Bruce Springsteen and Brandy Carlisle, although that would be nice. Maybe someday. Maybe someday those things will happen, but, you know, I'm very happy with the lives we get to live as musicians and the things that we get to do and the people I get to play with, my amazing bandies, one of whom is joining us online and hanging. As you've seen, Poche's hanging out with us today, and we'll talk about that in 1 second too. But that said, I just think that there's such magic in this community, and I want it to continue to grow. And the best way that we can help it grow is by sharing, streaming and sharing and streaming. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, if that's your poison, even Pandora. And that's how we reach others these days. So anyways, I wanted to thank you for that. I also wanted to thank you all for, we knew the holidays were coming up. It's been a little bit crazy in my household. The band has not been on tour a ton, but we wanted to design some fun things for the holidays for y'all. And not just, one thing that dawned on us was that, those of you that love our music, I think it's always a challenge for families to know what to get our loved ones year after year. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes a year comes along and I know exactly what I want to get my mom. I just know. I know what I want to get her, and that's easy. But I think most years it takes a little thought, and I love the idea of our fans, of our community, those of you that love our music and are listening to our music. Knowing that there are some things on our store, new things that you really like, and helping the people that love you order it and give it to you for the holidays. I mean, that's a gift to the people that love you, helping them steer to the things that you care about. I think. I don't know. I thought that was when we started talking about that, it made me feel kind of nice. So anyways, we designed a bunch of new little merch items, some hoodies and some shirts and some tanks, most of which are inspired by the album project, our latest music that's been released. For those of you who are coming to the Winter Gathering, there's a bunch of Winter Gathering stuff. Anyways, we announced it. We announced a lot of this new stuff last week, and it is amazing how many of y'all just in the last week have bought stuff from our little store, and the coolest thing about that is, right, you're buying holiday presents for yourself, for people you love. Maybe people are buying holiday presents for you, but each time you do that from our store, it's a holiday, feels like a holiday gift to us. So I appreciate that. So yes, this is the time of year where we have a lot of present giving and buying and receiving on the brain, or maybe a little bit of that stuff, and mostly a lot of family and love and gratitude. But they call this Giving Tuesday, and I like this tradition because, man, it is nice in the midst of the holiday flurry to be reminded that even when times are tight, even when things are hard, they are harder. There are people for whom it is harder. and I like in the midst of all of this stuff that we get consumed with during this time of the year, to just take a little bit, to take a day, to think about others. Maybe more than a day, but a day is great. So is Giving Tuesday, and I love my bandy Poche because you know what, I remember when Poche joined the band. We were interviewing and auditioning bassists, and I knew from that day, from that interview. So we played together, and then Poche and I went for a little walk, and we went on a walk, and we just talked about things. And I knew that he was gonna be our guy. I just knew it. We had some great bassists audition, and they all seemed like nice people. But not only did Poche come in and just crush the music. I mean, it is so great when somebody shows up and just, they know every song, every note they've done. And they're obviously just incredibly talented. Well, that was Poche. But on top of it, we walked and I asked him, tell me what interests you about this group, and tell me what are you excited about? What are your goals? And one of the first thing that he said was it had nothing to do with me. Didn't have to do with the songs that I write. Didn't have to do with you fans. I mean, all of that I know were factors in his decision making, his interest in being a part of the Adam Ezra group. But the first thing he said was, "Hey, I really love how committed you are to community activism. That's something that I think is really cool about this project, that it's not just a band, but you are a community of people that care about the world and are doing things to make it a little bit better." And I knew from then that he just got it. He just got it. And I knew that he was gonna love you all, you gatherers. You weren't even called gatherers at that point. And I knew you all were gonna love him. So I love that about my friend Poche. And many of you know this, but I recognize that each time we gather, sometimes there are people that are new to our gathering. And so if you are new, I want to tell you about the cause that is closest to Poche's heart. And because of that, it's a cause that is super, super close to my heart and the rest of our band and our community. It's a place called Senda Verde. And Senda Verde is in Bolivia, where Poche is from, where his family, a lot of his family lives right now. It is a place. It is an animal. Are you still there? I hope you're still there. I may have lost you for a second. It's an animal refuge up in the mountains of Bolivia, started by Poche's mama, Vicky. Vicky she gathers with us often. Love you, Vicky. I don't know if you're on tonight, but man, it always makes me happy when you join us. And Senda Verde is a very, very special place. They care for animals, often animals that have been plucked out of the jungles to be sold on the black market, and maybe something went wrong in transit. Maybe the people that were shuffling these animals, trying to get them up to the States to sell them, or wherever they were going to sell them, something happened. Anyways, these animals end up needing home. Maybe they're orphaned animals from the wild. There are hundreds and hundreds of animals, and they never say no. From what I gather, they never say no, which is crazy because they have very limited resources. Vicky and Marcelo, the two folks that run Senda Verde, partners, and they are beautifully dedicated to these animals. But man, it costs so much to feed them all and to keep them safe. And on top of it, they just ended up, they just adopted, I believe, 2 new bear cubs. And that is an incredibly huge undertaking. I mean, a bear cub is not necessarily a huge undertaking, but that little cub is gonna need a lot of food as that cub gets bigger and bigger, and it will need a safe and ethical enclosure, and it will need to be cared for, and it will live for a long time. And that is an incredible amount of resources that these cubs will need. And so Poche and I were talking the other day, and we were talking, I was like, what if this community, what if Adam as a group and gatherers, what if we could like adopt one of those cubs? You know, what if Vicky didn't have to worry about feeding one of those cubs? Do you hear Willa in the background? It's bedtime. It's bedtime. She's crashing. She has a long day. This is what happens at the end of the day, by the way. And I will pivot back to Senda Verde, I promise. Willa spends an amazing day. She is just such a sweet baby. She gets tired, and it's time. It must be a little past 7:30. And so what we do when it's time is we put her in her swaddle, and once she is in her swaddle, she oftentimes is a little nonplussed to be there. Sometimes she just loves it right away, but sometimes for the first 47 seconds that she's in that swaddle, she is pissed off. And then she's like, she can be like 60 to 0, like this, like, ah! Like honestly that quickly. So my amazing wife, Allie, is fighting that battle right now. And so if you hear a little squawking in the background, that's that. Okay, back to Senda Verde. Poche we were talking about having him put together a little video, which he probably did and sent to me today. And because I was late, I'm not gathering with you from my normal computer where I can share videos. We were gonna talk and have a little more of an organized plan tonight, but I am gonna say this. Please, check out Senda Verde. It's Giving Tuesday. Find your cause that you care about. There are lots of causes, including the Ramble and Rally Sound. Find your cause that you care about. And we all have enough, I think, to give just a little bit. And if you all felt like giving to Senda Verde, it would mean so much to me and Poche, our band, Vicky and Poche's family. And I would love to maybe talk to you further about maybe figuring out a way that we could adopt one of those cubs. Y'all know Poche and I talk all the time about taking a trip down to Senda Verde with some of you at some point. That would be so fun. So fun. Maybe we could raise some money. So I know that everybody is, that there are people on our thread right now, on our chat board that are sharing links. If you have not been to Senda Verde before, please check it out. Oh, yes. Poche says the video was made, let's see. The video was made with the song All I Am. Check it out. And then he posted a link. Awesome, Poche. Thanks, brother. I'm sorry I couldn't share it directly on the feed today. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. But let's see if we can do a little good for our friends at Senda Verde, huh? All right. How would I play a song? It's been 40 minutes. And I've only gotten to one song so far. And look at you. There's still a ton of you hanging out. I love that. I thought maybe I've been working on a song. Maybe I'd share something new with you. I've been writing this song with Willa at my feet. I've been writing it for about 3 months now. And she has this little bouncy chair. And I put her in the chair and I bounce her with my foot. And I play this song, and every time I play it, she kind of dances along down there. When she's having a tough morning or a tough day, I play music for her. And she's been inspiring a lot of songwriting lately. I've been taking my time finishing songs, and like many songs, and I say this a lot, I feel like songs oftentimes are living art forms, that a song never actually has to be finished. It can continue to change and evolve over time. I'm not even sure that this song is at the stage where I would normally share it, where it feels like it's close to a finished song, or that it's finished. It feels like it's finished. Usually a song's like, oh, that's finished. I'm not sure it feels that way yet. But it makes me so happy to play it, and I have been looking forward to sharing it with y'all. And I was in Fairport last night, and I shared it with our pop-up hanger-outers. So I'd like to maybe play it with you. This constitutes the first song I've written as a father. I want it to be in tune for this. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Sorry, gatherers. You've been very, very patient. Tiny world in your hands, you move in tangles I can almost understand. There goes all my little plans lately. Lay your head on me. Oldest dance, let's begin. You'll need patience teaching me to spin. There goes everything I've been lately. Lay your head on me. Well, I'll be damned, bless my soul. Don't we dance like a tumbling rain? May the sunshine erase our steps so the young can dance again. Find your rhythm, live your truth. In my eyes, there's nothing you can't do. There goes everything I knew. Lay your head on me. Yep. My heart's a gambler and time's a thief. My biggest love, someday you will leave. There goes all that I believe. Hey, lay your head on me. I'll be damned, bless my soul. Don't we dance like the tumbling rain? May the sunshine race our steps so the young can dance again. Pick the song, choose the speed. I'll lift you up, let you lead. There go everything I need. Lay your head on me. Now lay your head on me. Yeah, lay your head on me. Cheers. Yeah, that one makes me happy to sing. Robin shared a Supergirl question before from the post earlier, which is how did Willa get her name? And I suppose since I just shared my first Willa-inspired song, you know, it's worth saying. I'm not sure where we first heard that name, but it really hit us both deep, Allie and I. You know, as many of you know, she comes from Nebraskan stock, right? I mean, her family came out there, you know, way in the 1800s, you know, covered wagon stuff. And her granny grew up in the Dust Bowl. And I think partly because of Willa Cather, but I think also partly just because I think that's a name that feels like it's from that place in that era. We connected to it. We felt like we were honoring Willa's ancestors and her past, a big part of it. I also just love the name Willa. I love the way it rolls off as I say it. I love that it's sweet, but it's strong. Yeah. So there you go. Well, I know we didn't get to a lot of music. I did a lot of talking today, but my van has its hazards on in the middle of the street, and so I am going to I'm gonna finish up tonight. Maybe we can sing this one together. After this trip, I just feel I didn't think it was possible. Even more grateful for the things that I have. My family, my ever-expanding family, my immediate family, and my daughter and my incredible wife, but the part of my family that comes from my wife, part of my family that comes from my roots, and the part of my family that is online with me tonight. You're all part of it all too. And couldn't be more grateful. Cheers. And let's see if we can help out Senda Verde tonight. That would make me really happy. All right. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our our backs. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready to carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to round and good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we have. For these moments pass lightly, won't come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the work when the working is through. Let us drink one to me, let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future, here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow, let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one as if this night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh yes, to the drink that we share. Oh, little Willa, still up. Please stay safe, y'all. Keep on looking out for one another, and I'll see you soon.